Okay, we've got like a functions question here where we've been given f of x and g of x, and we're asked to determine the f of g of x. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of using f of g of x notation. I like to transfer this straight away and write, oh, let's change color. F of g of x is going to be equal f of g of x. I find this notation a lot easier to work with because what we can see is rather than just having f of x, we're going to have to slot in g of x where the x value is in f of x. So basically what we're going to have is if we have f of g of x, this is basically going to be 8 bracket g of x minus 1, because we've slotted in g of x where the x usually goes in f of x. So if g of x is equal to x over 2, we're just going to plop that straight in there, and then we're going to have, that's going to help us find the final answer, which is just going to be equal to 8 g of x is x over 2 minus 1. We can simplify this a little bit. And that's going to be 8 divided by 2 is 4. And that's how we solve this f of g problem. So that first step, I like to change the notation to this style of notation rather than f of g. I've just got f, the g inside a bracket. We then just determine what the actual expression means. Then we substitute in our expressions that we are first given, and we simplify and solve. And there we have our question answered.